What's the most ridiculous thing your family ever accused you of? 2 years ago, my younger sister accused me of stealing our grandmother's heirloom necklace. It all started with a phone call while I was at work. My mom's voice was sharp, almost panicked. "We need to talk," she said. "Grandma's necklace is missing, and Emily said she saw you take it. Just bring it back before things get worse." At first, I thought she was joking. "What are you talking about? I didn't take anything." But she was serious, dead serious. She told me Grandma noticed her favorite necklace missing after Sunday dinner. Emily immediately claimed she saw me slip something into my purse. And apparently, everyone believed her without question. By the time I got home, the entire family was waiting in the living room. My dad sat with his arms crossed, my mom looked furious, and Emily leaned back on the couch with the most self-satisfied smirk I'd ever seen. Grandma sat quietly in the recliner, looking more disappointed than angry, which somehow hurt the most. "Do you have something to confess?" my dad asked. "I didn't take Grandma's necklace," I said firmly, but my voice shook. Emily jumped in before anyone else could speak. "Don't bother lying. I saw you at the jewelry box. You reached in and shoved something in your bag. I was right there." "That's not true," I shot back. "I grabbed Grandma's glasses from the side table because she asked me to. I never even touched her jewelry." But it didn't matter. They had already decided I was guilty. "Hand over your purse," Dad demanded. I felt humiliated as they dumped out my things right in front of everyone. Wallet, keys, receipts, even the tiny zipped pocket. Of course, there was no necklace. Still, Emily shrugged smugly. She probably hid it somewhere else. I looked at my mom, begging her with my eyes to defend me, but she just shook her head. Why would your sister make something like this up? That night, I lay awake replaying everything in my mind. Something didn't add up. Emily had been quick, too quick to accuse me, and she kept pushing the story even when there was zero evidence. The more I thought about it, the more I realized she wanted me to look guilty. The next morning, I went back to Grandma's house. After the break-in a few years ago, she'd installed a small set of security cameras. I remembered one covered the hallway outside her bedroom, right where the jewelry box sat. When I asked Grandma if I could check the footage, Emily's reaction was instant. "That's pointless," she snapped. "The camera doesn't even face the jewelry box." Her voice was high-pitched and nervous, a red flag if I'd ever seen one. Grandma, bless her, let me pull up the recording anyway. We queued up on Sunday evening, and there it was. The footage clearly showed Emily walking into Grandma's bedroom when everyone else was sitting down to eat. A minute later, she came back out, clutching something small in her hand, glancing around before slipping back into the dining room. "Play it again," I said loudly so the entire family, who had gathered again after I called them, could see. We all watched Emily on the screen, undeniable proof. Her face went pale. That's not what it looks like." "Oh, really?" I said, my anger finally boiling over. "Because it looks like you set me up, lied to everyone, and let them humiliate me for something you did." Grandma's voice cracked as she spoke. "Emily, go get the necklace, now." For a long, tense moment, Emily didn't move. Then, with a dramatic huff, she stomped upstairs. A few minutes later, she came back with the necklace hidden in her makeup bag. She tossed it onto the table like a spoiled child caught red-handed. The room was dead silent. My mom's face crumbled in shame. My dad muttered, "I can't believe this." Grandma stood up, took the necklace, and turned to me with tears in her eyes. "I'm so sorry we doubted you." Then she turned on Emily. "You don't deserve this necklace. It's going to your sister instead." Emily's mouth fell open. "That's not fair. You promised it to me." "No," Grandma said firmly. "I promised it to the granddaughter I could trust. That's clearly not you." Emily screamed that everyone was against her, but nobody defended her this time.